Hi, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Kanak. Nice to see your lovely meditation space there.
Yeah.
Rivaling Gulshan for beauty and colour.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful flowers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've had a look at everybody's meditation spaces. All participants have been sharing. It's been lovely. So welcome, everyone. And I won't talk too much because we do want to stick to the time today because Gulshan's got an appointment. She's going to disappear, and Gulshan Kanak here has probably got to finish her work as well. So first thing is introducing our guest presenter today is the lovely Kanak, who's going to talk to us about integration at the Sahasrara and also a little bit about the meaning of Puja. So just one or two things I needed to talk to you before I hand over to Kanak is what's going to happen in the new year. So, and what we're going to do over the Christmas New Year period. So if you're all happy to keep meeting twice weekly till the end of the year, or whether any of you wanted to have a break for Christmas New Year, if you're traveling somewhere, we can talk more about it at the end of the session if you wish, or if you've got a quick idea about that, then unmute and say so now. Just intimating for in the new year, we'll probably be going to one session a week because you will all be so advanced that you'll be integrating into our collective, and you'll be having your second session or more with all of the yogis. So it's not that we're downsizing and leaving you, it's just you're coming closer by going into the yogis sessions. So that's just a bit of a heads up for what's happening. So, sorry, I can't read.
We've lost.
Hosted stopped my video.
Oh, okay.
I've gone.
Okay.
Oh, start my video. Okay. Oh, okay, I'm back. That was odd. I don't know who the host is. So, Chirag, if there's something I need to know, please let me know. The other thing that we wanted to let you know about was Gulshan. What was the other thing we wanted to let everyone know about?
Try and reach out to your collectives within your area.
Oh, yeah, that was...
to a stage where it would be really nice to try and meet up with the collective programs and the collective gatherings that are happening in your area, because that's where you need to be now. So we won't hold you back, but we encourage you to spread your wings a little bit more and fly closer and deeper into this lovely meditation.
Yeah. So it's the threefold path, you could say. So there's our collective meditation online, our personal meditation in our meditation space ourselves, and then there's our real collective meditation with real people. It has a different dimension. So it's your threefold path you're following, your own meditation every day, must, your collective meditation online, and you're finding other yogis and meeting them.
And your mentors will still stay with you. They're still here, and they're use them as much as you wish.
True.
Reach out to the collective.
Yeah. And
not cutting our strings yet.
No, not cutting them at all. We're just bringing it closer.
Yeah.
Family and all.
Yeah.
All right. So talked enough for now. We will, after Kanak's given us a wonderful meditation, we will do some collective bandhans at the end. So I've got 5 currently, and I'll put those names in the chat at the end. So don't leave us after Kanak's given us a fabulous time, but stay back for a minute or two, okay, 5 or 10, and we'll videos on means we can see you, you can see us, and we'll have questions for Kanak, if you can have any questions, and then we'll do those collective bandhans. So I would love to hand over to Kanak.
Hello, everyone. I'm Kanak. I was just thinking, let's start with raising our Kundalini. We'll take the bandhan and bring our attention inside It's 12 o'clock in Canberra. I was working, so I would like to just come back to my meditative mood. So let's raise our Kundalini and take Bandhan. Now, before we start meditating, and I was, as Auntie Gulshan was just mentioning, I thought I'll just build on to that it will be really nice if you can go to your local collectives. The reason being, and I just thought we are going to discuss about introduction to puja today, so I'll just cover that first, and then we'll go to Sahasrara chakra, and also talking about having that meditative mood, which I just said. And it's very important that when we sit down for meditation, the mood we should feel like meditating. It's not forced. Our surrounding has to be meditative as well. So for that, what we do, if you are in your living area with the high traffic, if you have kids at home running around or other adults walking by, it's very hard to meditate until you're like a master meditator that you can meditate in any situation. But as we are still learning, it will be good to have a nice quiet space. And I think you all have already created that space, which is lovely to know. We are privileged. We have a whole room dedicated because we have a big family and we all meditate together. So it's really nice to have that special space. We have a little small altar where we have a photograph of Srimati. Now, two things with puja. So puja, just the direct translation, means worshipping. But puja also means surrender. So when we do puja, we surrender our ego because we are so right-sided society that sometimes we do not accept somebody's teachings, or we think, no, we are fine, we don't need to worship anyone. But as a respect, because this knowledge was given by Srimati, we have full respect, and that's why and we have also felt, and you probably would have felt that too, that when you meditate somewhere else and when you meditate in front of the photographs, there's a huge difference. There has been scientific research done on Srimati's photograph that it always gives positive vibrations, cool vibrations, and it helps us to come into that meditative state very quickly. So yeah, a few things: that space, the temperament, and your little altar. So they all help you and support you in building, getting that thoughtless awareness. So as we usually do, it will be really nice if you all can have that nice, clean, quiet space, have the photograph, have some flowers. It's such a lovely feeling every morning that after we shower, either you can just come straight and meditate, but sometimes it's nice to go in the garden, pick up some fragrant flowers to offer as a thank you for giving us this knowledge about ourselves, about our spirit. So it just builds up when we are, preparing ourselves for morning meditation, that you go in the garden, pick up some fragrant flowers, have them in a nice bowl or plate, clean the photograph with rose water and a towel, keep it separate, don't use it for yourself, light the candle, offer the flowers, and it just builds up. What it does, it clears our left channel. It strengthens it strengthens our left channel and prepares ourselves in that worshipping mood. And it also prepares us to surrender better when we are meditating, that we are not holding on to all these thoughts or fighting with these thoughts when we are sitting. It just relaxes a lot. So if you could do that, that would be lovely. I think you'll have another session next week about the puja, so I think that'll be more in detail, but I'll just touch a little about the puja, that if you can have some flowers, have a clean. It's good to clean your altar space quite frequently, like where we are, there's a lot of dust. So you don't want any dust accumulating around the altar. And have some nice flowers. You can pick them up from your garden. You can buy them from the shops. It's just that thankfulness, and also surrendering our ego. And also, I mentioned it right now that if you go to your local collectives, you will see that we practice that every week. Also teach that to our children, that they understand, they feel that gratitude as well in their lives. So if you could get in touch with your local collectives, you will get to enjoy that a lot. And we realize the importance of one-to-one interaction more than ever during the lockdown. We had the advantage of meditating together online, but we still missed that one-to-one interaction with other yogis, because what happens when you meditate together, everybody's at different levels. Some are like really high, they achieve the thoughtlessness very quickly. For some it takes time. So but when we're all meditating together, we all go higher together. So it will be, if you can, and if it's possible, if you're in a city where there's a Sahaja Yoga meditation center, please reach out and try to meditate. You will find the difference straight away, meditating alone at home, online, or meditating in person with the other yogis around you. And if you have any questions, so they can help you with that as well. So that's a little introduction to puja and the importance of being in the larger collective. So we will just start with our meditation. Enough talking on that. So if you can, again, close your eyes and take few deep breaths, just to pull our attention inside. And we always start with our Muladhara chakra. That's the foundation. So we'll put both our hands on the Mother Earth. Attention right where our spine is touching the ground, if you're sitting on the floor, or if you're in a chair, just where the bottom of the spine. Just bring the attention there on the Muladhara chakra. And we'll just say a few affirmations. Mother, by your grace, I'm innocent. Our Kundalini, it's like our mother, and it's always giving. It just gives us what we seek for. We'll seek for innocence. We seek for wisdom. We seek for purity. Mother, please give me wisdom. Now here we'll take the mantra of Kundalini Mata. That's the mantra for Kundalini. And as we say that mantra, very slowly bring your attention up from Muladhara to Sahasrara. And feel that Kundalini going up through your central channel slowly. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kundalini Mata Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. You'll just let go of anything you're holding on to, any stress. We'll just relax and feel that Kundalini going up. Just watch your thoughts You don't need to fight with them. Now we'll bring the left hand back in our lap, palm open, and right hand on our Agya chakra. And we'll take the mantra of Sri Nirvichara. That means thought. This is the mantra for thoughtlessness. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirvichara Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Now take the hand down and just watch again if the thoughts have reduced. Now take the right hand, you'll stretch the palm, put it right on top of our Sahasrara and massage it and press it harder. And massage it. And here we will take the mantras of Sahasrara. We'll explain the meaning of those mantras a bit later. So just keep the attention on Sahasrara, slightly above Sahasrara, and see if it strengthens the meditation. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Mahasaraswati Mahakali Trigunatmika Kundalini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrara Swamini Moksha Pradayani Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Keep the attention above Sahasrara and sit in meditation for a few minutes. So what happens at Sahasrara chakra? That all the three channels, they all integrate on our Sahasrara chakra. So the qualities of all those three channels, they integrate on Sahasrara too. It is one of the most powerful chakras amongst all the seven, where our spirit also integrates. So our spirit resides in our heart, but the seat of our spirit is on Sahasrara. Before I go any further, we have a video for you. It's quite a long video, so I would request Auntie Lynn, if you can play that. And there's a little talk of Srimati Ji as well, and then we will discuss a bit more about Sahasrara chakra.
is placed in the limbic area of the brain and is formed from 1,000 petals. When the Kundalini rises up through the central path, after piercing through the various chakras, it penetrates. The limbic area is connected to the whole of the brain and also with the nerves. When the Kundalini flow through the Enlightened, the vibrations start to spread in all directions. The Sahasrara opens and the Kundalini flows out from our fontanelle bone area that we call Brahmarandra.
Randra means the whole, and the Brahma is the all-pervading power of God's love. So it enters into the subtle energy which is all-pervading, which we do not feel normally. But then the Chaitanya, the vibrations, this energy, all-pervading power, the Parama Chaitanya, entering into our brain. But Sahasrara is to be kept open. It's rather difficult for people because it's a vicious circle. First, these vibrations should enter into your brain through the Brahmarandra when it is opened out, and they should nourish your nerves, by which your left and right side open out, and so more Chaitanya can flow down all these centers. But if your Sahasrara is not properly opened, this process doesn't take place. As a result of that, the chakras don't open. The Kundalini, only as very few strands, is kept in the spinal cord, and the new strands cannot rise because your chakras are not open. So in Sahaja Yoga, it is very important to keep your Sahasrara open.
There is a particular connection between the heart chakra and the Sahasrara.
Is surrounded by 7 auras of the 7 chakras. And the spirit, the Atma, resides in the heart. As it is on top of your head here, resides the God Almighty Sadashiva. So when Kundalini touches that point, your spirit gets awakened and the light of the spirit starts spreading. And it starts acting on your central nervous system, because automatically the vibrations, the Chaitanya flow into your brain, who enlighten your nerves. But still, the recognition on the heart is not there. Even without that, you start feeling the cool breeze, you can raise the Kundalini of others, you can cure people, you can do many things. But still, it is not yet felt in the heart so much. That's why we have music. art, all these things start opening your heart. But to go deep down into your heart, what should we do? People tell me. Mother, how should we get into our heart? How this mental activity can be performed through the heart? Now you must remember that heart is absolutely connected with brain. Absolutely connected. It's not disconnected thing. If it was, it would not have worked. When heart fails, after some time, brain also fails. The whole body goes out of order. So this mental activity of the heart is to be understood this way, that as soon as you see the danger, without even thinking, in a reflex way, your heart starts pumping more blood and you get palpitation. You don't have to think, there's no mental activity. Just you see, supposing a tiger standing before you, immediately the heart will start pumping. It's a reflex action. Now, how this activity takes place, one may say, is that because it is built in within you, that as soon as you see some emergency, your sympathetic nervous system goes into activity. And you start feeling the fear, you start feeling that there should be some protection, that you should do something about it. But you do not think, you just run. You run as fast as possible. You don't think about it, what I should do, where I should run, just you go on running, away from the danger. And how do you do that? Because it is built in within you, all this, in your brain, that as soon as the heart starts pumping too much blood, it should just make the legs work and the hands work and you should run. Or we can say it is in the central nervous system built in. The fear. Any reaction, any response like that is built in within you. But the response to the spirituality is not yet manifested. It is manifested. It is all built, no doubt, but it is not yet manifested. And how will it manifest? That's what people ask me, Mother, how will it manifest? Through your past, you have learned that you have to be afraid of this, you have to be afraid of that. Also in this lifetime, you have learned many things. For a child may put his hand to the candle, won't be frightened. But a grown-up will, because an experience. With the experience, gradually you built in that reaction of reflex within you so that you try to save yourself. Now, what experience you should have to build that in your heart is the point. And the experience is of your own divinity, of your own spirituality. Once you start developing that experience, then you know that you are a divine person. Unless and until you are aware fully that you are a divine person, howsoever faith you may have in me, the recognition is not complete. So first you have to recognize yourself to be a divine person, to have faith in yourself. We do not have faith in ourselves, though we are Sahaja Yogis. But if you become introspective and meditative, then you touch that divinity within you. When you touch that divinity, you know you are a divine person. If supposing the sea is responding to moon, that means it has that mobility in it to respond. A stone will not react to the moon. In the same way, in your heart, these waves of these feelings are created by the experience of spirituality, by the experience of your own being. And then you start expressing them. And is something to be achieved, because you know that the center of heart is placed here. The Pita, the seat of the heart, is on Brahmarandra. If your heart is not open, in the heart, if you do not have those responses built in, they need not be of awe or fear, but a natural protocol that develops. Then you can never do wrong, because you know whatever is good in your heart. When you are introspecting, then this depth moves further, but more through meditation. That's why I always tell you that please get up in the morning, do your meditation, and get up in the evening and do your meditation. At least before going to bed, you should get to it. That's the only way you can go deeper into your divinity, which is the source of all creativity, source of all the innocence, is the source of all the knowledge and the source of all the joy. Sahasrara was opened out. Because of that you got this mass realization. That's true. But now the quality has to go. Quantity is quite great. The quality has to grow of the Sahasrara. And the Sahasrara is the only instrument which is going to work out Sahaja Yoga in the modern times. If we realize that heart plays the most important role in Sahasrara. Just here is the heart center. How important it is that you have to recognize through your heart, otherwise this center won't open, then how do you get your realization? What a beautiful connection made, that this center here is the seat of the heart, is the pita of the heart, and this has to open out, then only Kundalini comes. So all this machinery is connected and made in such a manner that you have to understand the importance of heart connected through this brain, which is absolutely integrated with heart. With introspection also you can ask, why can't I recognize that way? Why can't I do that way? What is my interest? Now if you come to Sahaja Yoga for making some sort of a power game, you want to have a power, you are finished. You want to have money or some sort of a business, you are finished. Anything else you try, like making something for your children or for your marriage or family or any such outward things, if you come to Sahaja Yoga, this won't work. But just to expand your heart, to spread your love to everyone, to feel their love within your heart, and then to put yourself into a position when it responds, the heart responds to divinity within you and to your mother with full mental activity of the heart. Today's subject may sound rather difficult for you to understand, but I had to say this one day because we are quite satisfied with a little of the Kundalini coming out of our head. There's so much to come out, so much divinity is there which has to come out. And if you have to ascend, and if you are the foundation of that new age which is going to transform the whole world, we'll have to work hard. May God bless you.
Let's try to put our hand on the heart and stay still for some minutes in silence. Allow your attention gradually to rise from the heart to your Sahasrara. Now put your hand above your head and try to verify if this subtle energy is coming out of your Sahasrara.
Hope you all enjoyed that talk and felt cool breeze coming out of your sahasrara. So when the Kundalini rises, it passes through all the chakras, and then it goes through, passes through all this, through our limbic area, through our brain, and the seats of all the chakras is also in our brain. So Muladhara at the back, Swadhisthana, Nabhi, heart, Vishuddhi, Agya, and then Sahasrara. So when the Kundalini reaches Sahasrara, it touches all those seats or pitas, as Srimataji mentioned. And what it does, it enlightens our brain. And when our spirit is connected to our brain, it enlightens our spirit too. So Sahasrara chakra is very important. That's where the qualities of all the other chakra manifest. So as Shrimataji mentioned, the quality of innocence, quality of creativity, peace, satisfaction, that fearlessness, confidence, the quality of witnessing and not reacting and be sweet, and the quality of forgiving everyone and not reacting and not thinking. All those qualities manifest here. So when we are meditating, it's very important that our kundalini, the aim is that our kundalini reaches our sahasrara, and that's why we need to clear our left channel, right channel. If you're feeling any chakra which is not clear, we clear that blockage so the kundalini can pass through. And as we took those 3 great mantras earlier, all it means that the Mother Kundalini, which is the divinity within us, she is the power of left side, which is the emotional side, the power of our right and the central channel. All these qualities manifest here. So you can see that the aim is to get to Sahasrara, and whatever we do is to get there, because that's where our attention is strengthened. That's where when we pray anything, we affirm anything, they all get fulfilled here. So what I will just, before we finish, and I think we have some bandhans to give, so I won't take very long. I think it's best you'll experience this as you meditate more and more. We can always talk about things, but I think this is all about experience. So I would just request you to close your eyes again and place your hand on the Sahasrara. And we'll just listen to this and massage your Sahasrara.
Satya, Satya, Virat, Virat.
And we'll take our hand higher. And see now if you can feel those cool breeze higher, above Sahasrara. We can take our hand up and down, front and back, just to see where you feel it. This is where we are our true selves. Now we are beyond our brain, beyond thinking. Shrimataji has mentioned that being on Sahasrara is like being in a fortress, that nothing can touch us. Things like fear, ego, anger, nothing can touch us if we try to maintain our attention above Sahasrara, because then we are protected from all these enemies of our soul. You can take the hand down. See if you can station your attention a few inches above. And just enjoy this feeling of nothingness, of absolute silence. And he'll just put our left hand on our heart, bend our head a little at the front, and just see if you can feel that spirit which is nothing just love. And here we pray that divinity, our Mother Kundalini, that's a divine mother within us, to come in our hearts. Mother, please come in my heart. Mother, please come in my brain. Mother, please come in my attention. Mother, please fill my heart with love for all mankind. Mother, please enlighten my attention. Mother, please enlighten my brain. Take the hand back in the lap. We'll slowly raise our Kundalini and take Bandhan. And please keep your attention on Sahasrara while you do so, because just raising the Kundalini is a very important thing. We have to tie it. It's a symbolic that we are tying our Kundalini on Sahasrara, so our attention remains on Sahasrara, and when we place ourselves in Bandhan, and when we do that while keeping our attention here, it does create that aura of protection around us. So take it as a very important. It's not just important task. It's not just a gesture or an exercise. It's a very important thing. As Shrimati, as we start meditating more and more, we do become divine, because now our attention is enlightened. We have love for the mankind. We are looking for emancipation of the mankind. We want to make this world a beautiful place. So we have that beautiful feeling inside us. So we have that divinity. So whatever we now do is we have to take it as like we are realized souls. So whatever we do is very important. So similarly, when we take our Bandhan, make sure you take it as a very important process to protect yourself. So we'll slowly raise our Kundalini and take Bandhan while keeping the attention on Sahasrara. And just after you finish taking Bandhan, just quickly raise your Kundalini again with your right hand. Take it above Sahasrara and see if you feel the cool breeze. And you lock it there, you lock your attention there, and then you continue with your rest of your day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kanak. That was so lovely. On behalf of everyone, we really do thank you. It was really, really nice. And the comments coming also confirm that. So we'll now just move to sharing those lovely vibrations we're feeling. And I'll just post in the chat here for everyone the names. There's 5. Oh, did I get 5 in there? I did. They're in the chat. Let me send them to you all, which will help. There they are. So if you're watching on YouTube, I will say them as well. I'll spell them out. So let's do the first one, which is Kasia Sienko. K-A-S-I-A, second word, S-I-E-N-K-O. And then we'll just sending the love of divine to this person. So still keeping our attention up on our Sahasrara. Nice. Next one is Gayatri Chakrabarti. Gayatri. Next word, Chakrabarti. And we'll give the bandhan. So ideally we would do 7, or we'll just keep bandhaning till it feels cool on our hands. So with our attention on Sahasrara, it's hard to count really. Next one is Gopa Chakrabarti. Gopa Chakrabarti. Fourth one, Ramadevi Bopana. Ramadevi. Second word, Boppana. And the last one, number 5, is Liana, Liana. Great. So just to finish off, we wanted everyone to put their videos on. They're off at the moment, and because we wanted to see everyone. It is being recorded, but it just as a special treat to have everyone's lovely faces on. And of course, that's the time when you can also ask any questions that you have for Kanak. She would love to have a question. Hi, Amy.
Hi, Lynn. Today really very nice.
Yeah.
I felt very peace.
Very peaced. Yep.
Yeah.
I think that's Sahasrara chakra for you.
Yeah.
Hi, Ashwini.
And of course, everyone's thoughtless, so it's very hard to ask questions. So that's.
I'm just adjusting my camera. I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you are. And Chirag is there. Hi, Chirag.
Come on, Chirag.
Hello.
How's things over on YouTube channel?
Yeah, I've just stopped now. I think when we are all online.
Okay.
So it's only recording in Zoom. So YouTube is stopped.
Okay, you can